Hi guys, so this video is going to be working on some pirouette technique. This is a combination that I feel like you've probably seen before, although I don't think I gave it to you. We're going to do quarter turns, half turns, and then full turns from fifth position. So in case you haven't seen it before or you need a refresher, I'm going to go over it. And then also give you some things to think about while we're doing this combination. So this is really awesome because, you know, I always say practice makes permanent, which is why I think a lot of teachers use this combination, because it really breaks down the smaller details of a pirouette so that you are focusing on them kind of in an isolated way. And so with that being said, I know this isn't, some people love combinations like this. I always love combinations like this because the way I learn as a student is by I love the technical details. I love the anatomy. I love learning about alignment. I love learning about the muscles and what muscles work this and what muscles work that, because I think, you know, that's how I become a better dancer. And so I love to teach in that way. So that's why I love this combination. And so for me, I love just really focusing on those little details while I do this, like my pelvis alignment, my releve, is my arm placement, is my core engaged, am I bringing my foot directly up my shin, am I, keeping my knee side, all those different things. Those are all the things I want you to focus on. But even if it's not your favorite, and if you really don't like really technical exercises like this, I would encourage you to try to find something you like about it, or try to, I don't know, just learn to love it, because that's how you become a better dancer. And so that's how, you're gonna get out into the center and just be able to fly in a triple pirouette and land it gracefully and just feel like you're in control. So it's kind of like, you don't want the pirouette, you want to do a pirouette, you don't want the pirouette to do you. What I mean by that is you want to, that should be on a shirt. What that means is you want to have full control over your pirouette. You don't want to just be in your fourth position or in your fifth position in your prep, ready to go. And you're I don't know what's going to happen. I might fall forward, I might fall backwards, I might fall out of it, I might land it. Who knows? We'll see, right? You want to have control. You want to tell your body, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go up to a perfect passe. The knee's going to be side. You're going to spot. Your shoulders are going to be down. Your core is going to be engaged. Your arms are going to be connected to your back and controlled. And then you're going to land perfectly with that resistance of pulling up as your leg comes down into a plie. You want to have that full control. And the only way you're going to do that is by problem solving in your pirouette, figuring out what's stopping you from doing that, and then tweaking as necessary, right? It's not going to magically happen. Practice makes permanent. So if you keep falling back and then you keep doing your pirouettes without tweaking anything, you're going to keep falling back. And then your brain is just going to think, well, this is what she wants me to do because she keeps doing it. And so you're going to further, create those neural pathways. So yeah, so just listen to your teachers when they give you those corrections, because they're to help you become better dancers and to have way more fun while you're dancing. Because there's nothing more fun than, like I said, landing that triple pirouette and you're just yes. And it doesn't always happen, even when you are getting closer to that. Sometimes it's just, you have a bad turn day, but we want to be in control of those bad turn days. We don't want them to, control us. So do a pirouette, don't let your pirouette do you. All right. So with that being said, I hope that catches on because I think that's funny. Okay. So you're going to be in fifth position. We don't do pirouettes from fifth as much. I kind of hate them from fifth. My teacher used to make us at the end of every class do 16 turns from fifth each class. So you just be down, up, 16 times, and sometimes they'd be really fast. It's a good exercise, but it's hard. But we're just going to do quarter turns from fifth. So we're in fifth. We're in a tight fifth. Our pelvis, right? We start off always, every combination, with going through our mental checklist. Is my booty sticking out? If so, let's fix that. Is my core engaged? If it's not, fix that, right? Navel to spine. You're not holding your breath, you're not clenching. Is my rib cage open? If it is, fix it. Are my shoulders down? Are my arms engaged to my back? Or are they just kind of, doing whatever? Make sure that they're engaged, that you can move them where you want them to go. Yeah, so you do that checklist. You're going to releve, not to a susu, just releve from your fifth position. Releve, you're pushing into the floor and getting all of that engaged. Plie, keep that resistance, pull up, and then all that work just to do a quarter turn. To the right. Well, actually, maybe I should mirror you. So we do that. To the right, close fifth front. So your leg keeps going in that direction. Up, down, face the back. Up, down, and while you're not spotting, I still want you to be intentional about where your eyes are going. So we're not just being like, oh, I'm just turning, you know, a quarter of the way. Make sure that your eyes are like fixated on the spot, just so that you're like aware of the fact that when you do your full turns, you're gonna be spotting. And then when you come back to the front, always when you come back to the front, whether it's quarter turns or half turns, then you bring your leg to the back. And then we go the other way. Up, up. So we do all of our quarter turns first. Up, down, quarter turn, up, down, quarter turn, up, down, quarter turn to the front. And then we do up, down, half turn, close front, up, down, half turn, close back since we're facing the front. And then we go again. And then after you go on the right side, on the left side, you go full turn, close back, up, down, full turn, close back, not forgetting a spot, making sure you hit fifth every time. I cannot stress that enough. You have to hit fifth every time. If you lose your balance a little bit, like I probably won't do it perfectly when I demonstrate, if you lose your balance a little bit, like just make sure that you like get to fifth, right? You always want to train your body to get to fifth. Ideally though, wherever that standing leg is, you want to be able to just land there. Not always something that happens, but make sure you get that fifth. And then something else. What was that something else that I was thinking of? Straight up and down the leg, everything's engaged. Pushing into the floor. Yeah, I think that was it. All right, so let's go ahead and try it. There was definitely something that I thought of that I don't think I covered, but I'll think of it. All right, ready? All right, your preparation. And up, down, quarter turn. Oh, now I remember what it is. Don't try to stay in that passe as long as possible before you come down. So up, plie, passe, hold, and close. Releve, plie, up, close, back. Reverse it. Super lifted. We want to be really lifted in our upper body. And up, close back. Half turn, close front. Close back. And you're ready for single turns. We're going to do 4 single turns. On the right first, and close. Don't forget the spot. Close. One more time each side. Oh, that one wasn't so good for me. And we finish the same way we started, going through the mental checklist. Is everything engaged? Core, pelvis, turnout muscles. Arms are in a good position, elbows out, back engaged, shoulders down. Yeah, all those important things. Okay, awesome. So yeah, as you can see, I haven't done this exercise in a while, so it definitely wasn't perfect for me either, but we really want to hone in on those little details. I think for me, what I need to work on, what I've noticed just doing that combination, is I think I'm not engaging my turnout muscles when I plie from fifth, and it's because I don't do fifth position preparations very often. But we want to engage those muscles in our plie so that when we go up into our passe, we have that knee side. So while my knee wasn't like in parallel, I know I could do my pirouettes with a more turned out knee. And then also just with my control, I think I need to work on kind of engaging more from my abdominals so that I can balance longer in that passe before I bring it down. Because again, a pirouette isn't really a turn. I mean, it is, but you want to think about it more as a balance that turns. Same thing, well, it does kind of change the way you think about it, because if it's a turn, it's like you're like, all right, I'm turning, but you have to be able to balance in a passe position with the correct alignment if you're going to be able to turn and not fall out of it and be able to control it. So those balances at the bar, super important, making sure that you're getting your hand off the bar. You can't practice a balance if you're holding on to something, yeah. Making sure that, you know, if you get into your passe at the bar and you're balancing and you kind of don't like the way you got up into that passe, or you could tell that your foot was sickled, or it was too slow, or that you were doing something weird, go back to 2 feet and then try the balance again, right? We want to practice how we get to passe just as much as being in our passe. How you get to it sometimes I think is even more important. Not really, both are important, but you know, just to emphasize that how you get to your passe, super, super crucial. And then how you end your passe is also important. I talked about this on one of our last days of class. Your follow through is really important too. So take some time after, do this combination maybe a couple times, do it again, really practice the details, pinpoint like 1 or 2 or 3 even things that you want to work on those things, and then take it to your tendu 4th position pirouettes. Maybe make up a combination, put it into like do a tombe pas de bras 4th, practice it in different ways and see if you can find any improvements or ways that you can be more in control of your pirouettes, that you can do your pirouettes and they don't do you. Okay, anyways, have fun with this, and I can't wait to see you guys soon.